Warriors! Is Bitcoin crashing to zero? And will XRP take over Swift? We're going to cover that today. All right, my name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hand. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Think about that. Think about that, Warriors. You're being preemptive and predictive programming. As you look this way at a pandemic, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. All of a sudden, everything's changed within a year. Our whole narrative has changed. And now we're on the precipice of the biggest financial collapse in history. It's all by design, Warriors. And I'm going to take you on a journey every single day with the information that I know. Now, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'm just sharing you with the knowledge that I have based on my 12 years in banking, okay? My 12 years in the banking history or banking sector, understanding banking at a very, very deep level, understanding economics, and bringing that into the crypto space has helped me guide over 1,900 warriors into the quantum financial system. So if you want to join our group of warriors all over the world, navigating in the quantum financial system, access to my portfolio, exit strategy, Discord, cryptocurrency calls, a place where you can ask crypto questions, whether the most basic up to the most advanced questions. We have cryptocurrency calls, technical analysis calls. We work out live with you daily, nutrition, it's fitness, mindset, and crypto, nothing like it ever before. Click the link down below. You can join our private Warrior Academy. We're going to kick it off first, and we're going to talk about, do you think Bitcoin's going to go to zero? Is it going to collapse? I'm going to share with you my narrative on what I think is going to happen. Absolutely not. Bitcoin is not going to zero. Bitcoin is here to stay, Warriors. I'm going to share that with you right now. Bitcoin is here to stay, and the top fundamental cryptocurrencies are here to stay. And the people, in my opinion, who are invested in Bitcoin and these top fundamental cryptocurrencies are going to be some of the richest people in the world. Here's the narrative that I see with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be the store of value, obviously, right? So I want to break this down because a lot of people are new to crypto. We are moving into a new asset class, cryptocurrency. Okay, since the 1600s, what we're moving into is a brand new economic system because the current economic system is about to collapse and is completely broken and shattered. So what we're doing is we're moving into a new economic system. So here's my prediction. Around June and July, we're going to see some big pumps in June. It's going to get really volatile through June and July. It's going to follow the same cycle. I believe in about August, September, it's going to start to go parabolic. Bitcoin's going to come back down, and then the altcoins are going to go up, and then we're going to go into a bear market. We don't know what that bear market's going to look like. And I believe there's going to be a major accumulation with our team and the bulls out there. We're going to accumulate through 2025, and then 2025 is when the real massive adoption is going to come in as all the institutions move into the new quantum financial system. And 2025 is when we're going to build that generational wealth, and then the market's going to normalize. So here's the way I look at it. Bitcoin is going to be a store of value like gold, right? And then your cryptocurrencies, your fundamental cryptocurrencies, because you have Bitcoin and then you have alternative coins. Your fundamental cryptocurrencies like XRP, XLM, ADA, Ethereum, Engine, gaming tokens, all the ones that have real world solvent fundamentals, okay, are going to stay, and it's going to be the new infrastructure, just like the internet, right? You have Web 2.0, you had Google, you have iPhone, you have all this technology that came on board that everybody thought was going to go away. They were disruptors. Okay, so Bitcoin is going to be the store of value. Now, here's the thing and the reason why: facts, figures, numbers, logic. You have to look at things like this. This was sent to one of our warriors, and I appreciate this. On June 1st, yesterday, 2021, Guggenheim Active Allocation Fund. So this right here are the things that we're looking at and researching all over the world. Our warriors are sending this stuff to us all over the world. So approximate date of proposal for public offering as soon as practicable after the effective date of this registered statement. Okay. So now looks like they're applying to go public, right? With the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission. So Guggenheim Active Allocation Fund as filed with the Security and Exchange Commissions on June 1st, 2021. So it looks like this is a registration statement to go public, right? So these companies are going public, these massive, massive companies. And if you type in Bitcoin here, and you take a deep dive, there's a whole section on cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency, digital asset, or virtual currency investments. The fund may seek investment exposure to cryptocurrencies, notably Bitcoin, often referred to as virtual currencies or digital currencies through cash settlement derivative instruments, such as cash settlements, exchange trade futures, or other investment vehicles that offer exposure, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies through the direct investment or indirect exposure, such as derivative contracts. In addition to the general risk of investing in derivatives or other investment vehicles described further below, the value of the fund's indirect investments in cryptocurrencies is subject to fluctuation, obviously, in the value of cryptocurrencies, which can be highly volatile. The fund's exposure to cryptocurrency can result in substantial losses to the fund. Cryptocurrencies trading operates as a decentralized peer-to-peer financial exchange and value storage that is used like money. Okay, cryptocurrency trading operates as decentralized peer-to-peer financial exchange and value storage that is used like money without the oversight of the central authority of banks. These exchanges can cease operating temporarily or even permanently. Okay, the value of cryptocurrency, like the value of other digital assets, is not backed by any government, corporation, or other identified body. The value of cryptocurrencies is determined by the supply and demand of the cryptocurrency in the global market for the trading of that cryptocurrency, which consists of transactions on electronic exchanges. The funds are not limited to continued worldwide growth or possible sensation of reversal in the adoption of the use of cryptocurrency and other digital assets. Government and quasi-government regulations or restrictions on regulations of access to and operating digital asset networks. Change in consumer demographics, public preferences, maintenance and development of open source software and protocols, availability and popularity of other forms of methods of buying and selling goods and services. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I almost read the whole thing, but I wanted to read that to you. So they're applying, it looks like, to go IPO, right? And within the IPO, they have sections, a full section on cryptocurrency. Think about that. And Bitcoin. If Bitcoin was going to zero, they would not put this into their portfolio. They would not put this into their company. So if you look at the size of some of these companies that are doing this, so this is Guggenheim. They are 245 billion total assets, 214 billion fixed income assets, 295 investment professionals, 900 plus Guggenheim investment employees, and 10 investment sector teams. Guggenheim is a massive investment company. So do you really think these massive investment companies, and I'm going to move this one over real quick. Do you think these massive investment companies are going to be asking to IPO and putting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency into their IPO document? Whereas Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. I want to take you to this real quick, and then we'll get to the Ripple part. Advisors pivot to cryptocurrencies as clients want in on the action. Now, remember what Jamie Dimon said. He said, I'm still not bullish on Bitcoin, right? But I am allowing my clients, or, I can't tell them what to do. They want access to Bitcoin. So if people want access to something, what do you think the government is going to do? Think about that. They want a piece of the pie too. It's all about money warriors. They're going to move and shape and mold and regulate and sue and resist as they build and pack their bags and figure out a way they can make money off of this. Because we're in a very dangerous place in our economy, warriors. We're in a low interest rate environment. But if we go into hyperinflation, we got Basel III this month for banks, right? Gold being going from tier 3 to tier 1 asset. If it goes to a tier 1, when it goes to a tier 1 asset, and banks have to hold gold as for the riskier assets, which we're going to dive into. I promise we'll dive into that with you guys. And if we go into hyperinflation, bonds are going to start to lose their value. And what do they always say for all our baby boomers? You got to get into bonds. You got to get into bonds. The biggest investors in the world, like Ray Dalio, the biggest economist in the world, one of the most touted economists in the world, admitted he has Bitcoin. Think about this, warriors. Warren Buffett closed out of all his bank stocks except Bank of America, who's connected to Ripple. Advisors pivot to cryptocurrencies as clients want to move in on the action. As watching Bitcoin's price fluctuation becomes normal, financial advisors are finding clients increasingly wanting to get on the action. For advisors that present a new challenge as to how to integrate cryptocurrencies into portfolio. One expert who is betting the trend continues says the first step is to get educated. As investors become more interested in cryptocurrencies, financial advisors are feeling the new urgency to offer these investments to their clients. About 49% of advisors says clients have asked about cryptocurrencies in the past 6 months. That is huge, up 17% from 2020. From 2020 to now, They're asking about that. Why do you think that's happening, Warriors? Economics. Because they're getting smart and saying, wow, we are now sitting at home looking at the economic picture. We're printing money into infinity. Our value of our dollar is only given by the confidence you have in it, and we are losing confidence in the American dollar. So people are rushing to stores of value. Bitcoin is not going anywhere, Warriors. Am I heavily invested in Bitcoin? No, I have a huge altcoin. Do have a big altcoin position, right? I'm not against Bitcoin at all. I have my narrative. I think that, I don't know who created Bitcoin, but that's a whole nother story. Bitcoin's not going anywhere, Warriors. Okay, nor is XRP, nor is XLM, nor is all the fundamental cryptocurrencies are going to change the world. The ones you should be worried about is these shit coins that have zero utility, right? That's who they're coming afterwards. So this is really exciting. I want to give credit where credit is due. If you want to find this clip, it's a 22-minute clip. Xrp news today. This has been floating around the internet here. We're going to watch this. This is Brad Garlinghouse, and I don't know when this actual interview was. I was really trying to find out when it was. But this is Brad Garlinghouse sitting with someone from Swift. I think it's the CEO of Swift, and they're talking about Swift and XRP.
Brad, what do you have to say?
Well, I think we are moving into a new world order. I think the internet of value, Ripple talks a lot about what payments look like, not just, today, but in 10, 20 years. And when we think about that, we talk about this internet of value. How do we let...
So that's an interesting statement. I think we're moving into a new world order. He is on the cryptocurrency committee for the World Economic Forum. He also is a partner in the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab created the World Economic Forum in January 1971. We detached from the gold standard in August 1971, and now we're going back to a gold type standard in 2021.
Value move the way information moves today. I think about the dynamic between Ripple and Swift, not dissimilar to the dynamic between, when Amazon in 1997, 1998, and you got Walmart. Certainly it's a David and Goliath kind of classic story. I think that the challenge is you're dealing with, when Ripple thinks about the future of the internet of value, really democratizing payments, reducing costs dramatically, increasing speed dramatically, we're really thinking about it the same way we introduced new technologies like TCP/IP and HTTP that became the internet of information. When we talk about what the Swift network is today, it's kind of a closed network. It has a lot of members on it for sure, but AOL had a lot of members. And when we moved into the age of the internet and a decentralized democratic network, I think that what you're seeing introduced with blockchain technologies, and by the way, it's not just Ripple. When we think about interoperability, we think about interoperability between many blockchains. And I think that the future we see is certainly one of many networks, interoperable networks, and reducing the friction of those payments to close to zero. And I think you're going to see a lot of innovation spawn from that, part from Ripple, part from an entire ecosystem.
See, that's a narrative I've been sharing with you guys. It's not going to be this or that. It's going to be everything working together. And those who can evolve, like the Swift system, if they can evolve and open up their network, they will move into this new quantum financial system. Those who do the blockbuster type thing with poor leadership, without insight and lack of capital, are going to get crushed. Think about Ripple XRP. They got the capital warriors. They have the liquidity. They are the dominant force in this marketplace.
I'll also agree very much with what Godfrey said at the end. Competition has clearly been a good thing for Swift. I think that I do think what has happened at GPI is a big step forward. For 40 plus years, we had a construct around how cross-border correspondent banking worked. It worked, but it had a lot of limitations. We're seeing that move forward. But I think it's a step forward when you're switching from kind of, if I may, horse and buggy to, hey, can we make the horse and buggy go faster? Sure, but if we can actually just move to a Ferrari, let's do that.
Boom, I'll leave you right there. Can we make the horse and buggy go faster, or can we move to a Ferrari? XRP is the Ferrari, and they knew that. They knew that. They were like, let's just build the Ferrari. Let's get out of the horse and buggy. And Warriors, I'm trying to explain to you all, and I'm just trying to really dig into you and understand. It's about the leadership team and the innovation. That's why I spend so much time. Brad Garlinghouse is a dynamic, futuristic looking CEO. He understands the game. He understands the game. They were like, we're digging into these banks because banks aren't going away, Warriors. Banks aren't going away. They're going to be part of the new infrastructure. It's just going to look different. And he's like, let's dig in. Now, that's why I say Bitcoin's not going. Bitcoin's going to be the gold now. It's going to be the digging for gold in the mountains, right? Then you're going to have the XRP, which is going to be the SWIFT type system, moving money around this. It's just a new economic system, and you get to invest in it, Warriors. Okay, so this was huge, huge, huge for Ripple. Okay, CNBC changes Ripple to XRP. CEO complains. CNBC now shows XRP instead of Ripple after getting called out by CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Do you understand how huge this is? Predictive programming, because people would look for Ripple and it's like confusing. They now have it as XRP. This is massive, Warriors. Predictive programming, XRP. They're going to see it over and over and over and over again. So this comes after CEO Brad Garlinghouse personally called out the channel on Twitter following his interview on May 29th. Why the confusion? Well, the issue might seem like a trivial thing at first, but it's in the crux of the company ongoing legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Ripple insists that it does not control XRP, which it claims is technically independent cryptocurrency, or drawing parallels with De Beers, Diamonds, and Chevron Oil. The SEC, however, asserts that Ripple created a market for Ripple credits, the original name of XRP, to sell it on the unregistered security and reap the immersed profits. This is freaking amazing, Warriors. This is amazing. So now people are going to see XRP. I don't think you realize, well, you do realize you're a warrior, how important that is. Predictive programming, I've been teaching that. The more people see XRP versus Ripple, they're going to get more interested. And then when the SEC case gets dropped, they're going to come flooding into the marketplace. Remember, XRP is always the last to go anyways, Warriors. This is huge. Just a couple updates out there before we let you go. State of crypto, federal regulations are coming into focus. A lot is happening in May in regulatory front. We are finally getting into view of what the Biden administration may do with crypto. May was pretty eventful month for the U.S. regulatory front and crypto front generally. The Biden administration is finally moving beyond broad statements and beginning to hint at what the industry can actually expect from the new crypto regulation. The narrative Bitcoin price dropped 30% and it recovered a bit. Then it dropped a bit more. Elon Musk was only partly responsible. Various U.S. government officials and different agencies describe how they're looking at crypto regulations. Congressional caucus focused on fintech and crypto launches. I've been sharing this with you guys. It's all a narrative. If you can really surround yourself with the right people, click our link down below to join our Warrior Academy and stay calm, Warriors. We're not pump and dump people here. We're fundamental investors. We're invested. We're focused on 2025. We have an exit plan. We're disciplined. We're poised. We're riding this like a bunky Bronco. It's going to be very, very, very rocky the next couple months, Warriors. I'm just telling you, you can look at technical analysis all day. It's going to be very rocky. You're going to see massive upswings and downswings. It's going to be very, very emotional. So Ritzbank government sees good reason to believe regulation of crypto will happen. Of course it's going to happen, Warriors. This is the new asset class. This is how you're going to do your finances. This is how you're going to operate, Warriors. You are heading into the biggest shift in generational wealth, number one. Number two, this is how your new economic system is going to operate. You can't deny it. So Warriors, you have a choice. You can either get on board and go for the road of your life, or you can get run over by it. But at some point, you have to get on that train. So what we offer here is a cryptocurrency community, fitness, and mindset. There's nothing like it in history. The crypto Discord is tons of people, 1,500 people working together, asking questions, supporting each other. You get news on a flash every single time news updates in the crypto space. Anytime our YouTube videos post, it comes right to you. Our private social media network is a community like you've never seen before. You can ask crypto questions 24 hours a day and it gets monitored. I have two people monitoring it right now as we speak. We have cryptocurrency calls. We have technical analysis calls. You go through my 120-day challenge, learning discipline, mindset, goal setting, vision board creation. I created this program with my own hands based on helping people break free from the matrix and this weird controlled system and helping people create free dome. So down below, you can click the link. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Follow me on Instagram at CoachJV_. We're here to help as many people as possible create freedom and break free from the system. Warriors,